vehicles. The Bradley University Police Department urges students in the area to park their vehicles in well-lit areas as well as lock them and remove any valuables. If you notice any suspicious activity, you can always call BUPD at 309-677-2000. Bradley has a new reporting system in the works that will hopefully reduce bias incidents on campus in the future.
New to Bradley's campus is a Bias Incident Reporting Team, also known as BORT. This new initiative with Campus Culture and Climate works with DEI, residential living, student conducts, and human resources. BORT is intended to be a resource for students and staff alike when reporting bias incidents.
So BERT is for everybody on Bradley's campus, so faculty, students, and staff, anybody that might be affected by bias incidences they may experience. And so it is really a reporting process, so we know that these incidences are happening on and around campus. We just don't have any way of really tracking them right now.
BORT's goal is to have a decrease in bias incidents on campus while also providing more educational opportunities for those involved in incidences. The new system allows students to report incidences themselves while having another on-campus resource to depend on.
We're working on getting an entire system set out for BERT, so we are working on getting our website set up. Right now we do have flyers that have our QR code available for that form. Anybody can fill out the form anonymous, or if they want to provide that information, we can if they feel like we need to reach out.
The initiative is still new and is working to expand in the future to be better equipped to handle all the different kinds of situations that happen on campus.
So not every incident may follow the same pipeline. It really depends on a case-by-case basis on what is occurring in these incidences. But what we really want to achieve is providing resources and information for those who have been affected and also prevent these incidences from occurring in the future.
Hopefully, BORT will be able to help students and staff alike when addressing bias incidents. For BUTV, I'm Julia Somerville.
Zeta Phi Beta hosted a brunch for their Womanhood Week in Westlake on Saturday afternoon with mental health at the forefront. The brunch was a formal one that was open to all students to attend. Refreshments and light brunch was available to attendees as they socialized with each other. The highlight of the event was former Bradley grad and registered nurse Zakira Ector, who spoke about the importance of mental health. Zeta Phi Beta partnered with Active Minds and Bradley Heat with their wellness wagon. Fidget toys, journals, and more mental health conscious items were handed out. Pamphlets about mental health resources were also available.
Again, just things to help people cope and learn to manage their mental health better, especially because the end of the semester is coming along. So it's just we really want to spread that message of mental health is something that we need to work towards.
Zeta Phi Beta hopes to continue holding similar events in the future.
The Center for STEM Education at Bradley have been working hard to spread the love of math and science in the community.
The Center for STEM Education at Bradley is focused on helping students of all ages in the area understand the importance of math and science.
We have a lot of people to reach out to in the community. Right now we're booking demo events, outreach events out into next fall already. There's a need for what we do.
Each co-director has a different role, with Dr. Carl Young handling the education aspect and Dr. Dean Campbell in charge of the science aspect.
So my main goals for the Center for STEM Education is focused on the sort of teacher education side of the center, and really focusing on how we can be supporting local K through 12, pre-K through 12 science teachers and math teachers.
Science Saturdays at Northwoods Mall are one of the ways the Center for STEM Education is reaching out to the public, providing free and educational lessons to the community.
Sometimes we have little giveaways, little kits, little UV color changing bead kits that we give away, or some starch-based packing peanuts that you can get wet and use as building blocks, or a lot of the stuff we just do right at the booth itself. And so it's a nice collaboration with the Math Academy, and it's again a good opportunity for community outreach.
The center is looking for volunteers for various events and tasks. If you are interested, contact Dr. Campbell at campbell@bradley.edu. For BUTV News, I'm Owen Mathis.
The Association of Latin American Students hosted a fundraiser today. They had a pre-sale leading up to this week for people to secure their agua frescas and tortas. The ALAS have hosted fundraisers like this in the past, and every time they are a big success. Learn more about ALAS on Instagram at Bradley_ALAS. After the break, we will have Alec with the weather.
And Ty with a review on a new movie.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
So I hear this Friday and possibly Tuesday, we're going to have severe storms and possibly tornadoes. Does anybody have any tips for like safety and precautions for coming up?
Make sure you know where your tornado bunkers are. If they're in your basement, if they're in your bathroom, you've got to know.
For sure.
My bit of advice is just like, if you live with your family, don't just scramble down to the basement. Make sure everyone's calm, collected, get stuff.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Rachel, you got one?
Just be safe and don't go outside and look for it.
Off of that note, we're approaching the end of March, now going on into April. We've experienced the last few days of just the gloomiest of weather conditions. Will it change for the better? Well, let's start the day by taking a look outside. As you can see, it's sunnier outside, no more puddles and mud. Not exactly the warmest of days, but pretty high up there in terms of temperature. Since this weekend is April Fool's, well, April Fool us in weather trends by finally throwing some sunshine our way. Your favorite weatherman is here to tell you what's up. Now let's check out the radar. Everything is clear here. If you veer off to the east there is a little bit of a storm, but it just passed by us. It's now left our area altogether, and it's time for some t-shirt weather. Now let's go to the temperatures. We're settling into the mid-40s, leaning into 50s. Hopefully later tonight it won't drop lower since nights have been getting cold. Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. It's looking to be mainly partly cloudy this week with some chance of rain in the next upcoming days. Temperatures alternate from high to low, from 40s to the chance of 70s. Whoa, it looks like summer is inching closer and closer. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Ty Gray.
Thank you, Alec. The BBC has halted production on its latest season of Top Gear following an investigation into an incident that injured co-host Andrew Flintoff. Flintoff was hospitalized last December while filming an episode at the Dunsford Aerodrome track in southern England. The BBC released a statement this Thursday saying that they apologize for the incident and will support Flintoff in his recovery. They also announced that under these conditions, they will not make season 34 of the series at this time. For his last and final return to the screen, John Wick comes back on the big screen for the final part of the series in John Wick 4. I got a chance to go see it in the movie theaters this weekend. Let's go check it out.
We're here working on John Wick Chapter 4. And so it begins. 3, 2, 1.
John Wick Chapter 4 follows John Wick as he has to fight to gain his freedom from the High Table. As he does this, however, there are many people trying to assassinate him.
We really tried to push the envelope with the storytelling and cast great actors, and we keep pushing that further and further. And now on John Wick 4, we've taken it even further. We're sort of, have European vibes. We've left New York. The movie is bigger. The cast is more sprawling. The movie is not just about Keanu anymore. It's a much bigger canvas. So it's been really fun to kind of watch the evolution of that.
The movie was very action-packed with many long fight scenes. Some of the actors in the movie include Donnie Yen, Lawrence Fishburne, and Keanu Reeves reprising his role as John Wick.
If you enjoy the world building of the John Wicks, then we have a lot of fun stuff in store. We have new characters, new levels of action for John Wick action.
The only problem I have with the movie is that there are many long-winded fight scenes that didn't move the plot of the movie much. However, I was really engaged in the main fights in the movie.
3 movies had been squarely on John Wick. And from the beginning, they knew that they wanted to create a film that showcased other characters and through those characters showcased the world. But they wanted to give the audience what the audience wanted, which is more.
Have we gone too far?
So who do you think would win in a fight? John Wick or James Bond?
I gotta give it to John Wick in this one.
John Wick?
Say James Bond.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with James Bond. James Bond's got all these crazy gadgets and stuff. Meanwhile, John Wick just has regular stuff at his disposal.
See, I think John Wick would be able to hold his own for sure.
Okay.
Up next, we have Dylan Voss with an interview with an a cappella group on campus.
And BUTV's own Anthony Palazzolo was someone you should know.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here. I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Dynamics is a student-run a cappella group. Students join together to sing their favorite songs and perform for campus. BUTV's Dylan Voss takes a break from the sports desk to bring us a special interview with a member of the Dynamics Executive Board. Dylan?
I'd like to welcome everybody to Constance Hall. I'm live here right now with the music director and freshman Renee, who's a computer science major. Renee, it's good to have you here.
Glad to be here.
All right, great. So for some people who do not know what Dynamics is, can you just give them a little rundown?
Yeah, Dynamics is the contemporary a cappella group here on campus, and a cappella is basically doing music with no instruments. It's just voice and just beatboxing.
Okay, awesome. And how often does Dynamics meet?
So we have 2 sectionals where basically just the sections will meet up, and then we have a full rehearsal on Friday. So for me, I'm there 3 days a week, while others are there 2 days a week.
Okay, great. And so what does the executive board of your organization do to ensure that everything's running smoothly?
Yeah, so I will often schedule how I'm going to run rehearsals. I know that our president, Gloria, she's wonderful. She looks out for how we can perform at Bradley campus. I know that Scott and Kara, they both run the social media, so our Instagram, Dynamics BU, they run that.
Awesome, great. And so since there's so many people in Dynamics, how do you showcase everybody's talent?
Auditions for the most part. We have auditions for solos. We like to do a lot of solo pieces. And with that, we also just like to have songs that mesh with the group much better than maybe if we just randomly selected something.
I got that. And what's your favorite part about being in Dynamics personally?
The people, because I'm a freshman, so it was really nice coming into my first year with having a group that was just really kind. Like, Dynamics is so kind.
Yeah, sounds good. And what is your favorite song that you've performed?
Mashed Up Hearts, which is a melody of breakup songs.
Awesome. All right, so we're just going to be wrapping up here soon. So how can students get involved in Dynamics if they would like to be?
Yeah, we often are at activities fair, so you can sign up there. You can reach out to us on Instagram, on Dynamics BU. We also have an email, and we can be found on various websites for Bradley campus.
Okay, awesome. All right, that's all we have for today. I'd like to thank everybody, and Renee especially, for coming out, and I'd like to cut it back to Rachel in the studio.
Thanks, Dylan. 2 Bradley alum returned last night to show their new documentary, Hearts of Gold, The Ray Faber Story. The event was held in the GCC in room 120 and was open to everyone to attend. Reporter Anthony Palazzolo was there to learn more about their alumni and their documentary in this week's Someone You Should Know.
Connor Parkhurst and Christina Cliver have both been graduated from Bradley for about 5 years. With their unique experiences, they look back fondly to the time they spent here.
One of the big things was, bonding with the staff and the teachers and kind of learning from them more than just inside the classroom, but also outside the classroom, like just talking to them about life, talking to them about their careers and, learning those things that you don't necessarily get inside the classroom.
What I took from Bradley was doing things out of my comfort zone, right? So I just didn't use class, just the lessons, just the teachers. I knew what I wanted to do, so I used Bradley as a tool to start my own company.
Connor created the idea for his own company, Hoop House Creative, while still a student at Bradley, and then his final year made it a reality.
So I was kind of crazy, and when I was a senior, I started. So I always worked as a freelancer for other companies, and then when I was here at Bradley, I decided, why not start now? So I was kind of informing my teachers that I was doing this thing, and they were super supportive.
Both Connor and Christina have had numerous projects that they've worked on, but Hearts of Gold holds a special place for both of them.
Working on Hearts of Gold has definitely been my favorite. It's the largest scale project I've ever worked on. Just going through it all and picking where is the story, because we really were in control of where this story is going to go. It was very fun getting to piece it together and figure out how we're going to make this flow together.
Hearts of Gold was definitely really special, and a little bit of a pun intended. It does have a special place in my heart. Where I'm from, and the story was right underneath my nose the whole time, and just connecting with our subject, Ray Faber, is just unbelievable.
Hearts of Gold was not originally the story that we saw, but over time, Connor and Christina formed it into the story that it is today.
The original goal was to film and document all of his car collection. So he had upwards of over 80 cars. But we decided this is not really a documentary about cars. This is about something totally else. And so then I went back to our producers who were funding the project, and we showed them a cut of something they didn't ask for. And they almost had tears, and they loved the title. We came up with the whole concept, and we ran with it, and that was like the best decision we could have made.
If you'd like to learn more about the Ray Faber story or Hoop House Creative in general, you can find them at hoophousecreative.com or Facebook/Hearts of Gold official documentary. For BUTV News, I'm Anthony Palazzolo.
After the break, Megan's going to walk us through some softball highlights.
And later on, a look on what's happening on campus this week.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
All right, it is opening weekend for Major League Baseball, and I am so excited. See,
I'm excited.
You get it.
You get it. You get it. I still feel hostile about baseball at this table as a Cardinals fan, but I will support the Bradley Braves no matter what. I will.
That's true. Yeah. It is full baseball season for Bradley. Now, to start off, Bradley Tennis had a Missouri Valley Conference-filled weekend as they faced off the University of Northern Iowa and Drake. Overall, Bradley did end up splitting the series, defeating UNI, and they lost to the Bulldogs as well. The big names were Madalena Andrade and Kirsten Haley, who swept all of their doubles matches and their singles matches each in the series. The two propelled the Braves to victory against UNI with the help of a singles win by Maria Bezmanova. The doubles duo, however, were the only scorers in the match against Drake, which wasn't good enough to grab a series win. The Braves continue their MVC stretch as they face Illinois State this upcoming Sunday. It's been a busy week for Bradley softball as they had a 3-game series against Murray State over the weekend and an afternoon doubleheader against Loyola Chicago on Tuesday. It was a rough matchup against Murray State, where Bradley combined for a total of 4 runs across 3 games. Murray State had the upper hand offensively while their pitchers were lights out against the Braves. Sophomore infielder Bailey Sample hit a pinch hit home run in Game 1, and sophomore infielder Addie Welsh had 2 solo home runs spread across the series. But Welsh's offense wasn't enough to stop the Racers' sweep against the Braves. On Tuesday against Loyola, the Braves fell in Game 1 of the series 2-0, with junior Cameron Schaller taking the loss for the Braves. In Game 2, the Bats finally woke up for the Braves after 4 games of dormancy this weekend. Sophomore pitcher Abbott Badgley scored 2 RBI in the third with a single before coming home herself on a 2-run homer by freshman Kirsten McCoy. McCoy also had an RBI single in the 6th. Despite well-connected offense, the Braves ended up falling to Loyola 10-7, which brings them to a 6-game losing streak. The rest of the opponents for the Braves softball team are Missouri Valley Conference teams, so be sure to stay tuned on ESPN Plus and keep an eye out on their social media. Just like the softball team, the Bradley baseball team had a long week as they played a 3-game series against Murray State and a single game against Eastern Illinois University on Tuesday. The baseball team fared better against Murray State, winning the series 2-1. In Game 1, Carson Huseman had 3 hits and 2 RBI, as well as 1 run scored, but it was senior Adam Bryan who had the go-ahead single in the 7th to push the Braves ahead to win 9-5. Travis Lutz started for the Braves in Game 2 and pitched 4 innings, recording 5 strikeouts and 3 earned runs. Stepping up to the plate, TJ Manteifel hit a 2-run home run to push the Braves ahead 4-3, which would be the final score through 9 innings. The Braves fell in Game 3 as the Racers' offense exploded, knocking in 11 runs. Bradley's only RBI came from a first-inning single by junior Logan Delgado. Despite their rough loss in Game 3 against the Racers, Bradley came back strong against Eastern Illinois. The Braves had a combined 5 home runs, with Carson Huseman and Ryan Vogel each hitting 2. Bradley's bats propelled them to an 8-5 win in this single-game series. Catch the men play Southern Illinois this weekend at Dozer Park and on ESPN+. So do any of you have plans to go to that game this weekend?
Oh, you'll see me there for sure.
You'll see me on my couch with ESPN+, but I will be watching.
I look forward to seeing you guys there or watching it on TV.
After the break, we'll take a look at some upcoming events on campus.
And a musical performance from a talented artist.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up 1 finger if you're a man, women 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back. Let's hear about an event happening on campus tomorrow. Poets and critic Austin Sturgis will be sharing some poetry in the Cullum Davis Library in the Wyckoff Room this Thursday, March 30th at 7 p.m. So, does anybody have any favorite poetry they like to either read or write?
I love The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
I do really like Shakespeare, as basic as it is.
No, hey, it's okay. I share the same birthday as him. So, and I'm an English major, so I'm geeking out right now. So,
very fair.
The
What about you
Telltale
guys?
Heart for me.
Oh yeah.
Got some Edgar Allan Poe fans?
I don't read.
Just at all?
Nah, I don't really like it.
What about Dr. Seuss?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, we got Dr. Seuss, Edgar Allan Poe, and then some Shakespeare. Well, that's all we've got for you tonight on BUTV News. For all of us here, I'm Lee Lard.
And I'm Rachel Hobbs. We leave you tonight from a performance from Emma Anastasia. Have a great night.